Aloha and welcome everyone. Happy Sunday. You got Aniela here live. I'm hoping this finds you all well and healthy. I always wish that upon you folks every week because in these times we're in, my goodness, it is crazy out there. It can be cray out there in the fear-based energy, especially what's going on with this pandemic and all the things that were happening in our nation, in America here. I know there's some of you, there's a lot of you all over the world. So just what's been happening here, we're all still moving along, we're all still going, and I hope you all are doing well. Today, folks, we are answering a question that was so nicely put by a student of mine, but actually it has come up several times with different students that I have, in the time that I've been coaching, and it asks, why is it so hard to be fully honest with my coach? And that is something we're going to talk about because it's all about accountability on the twin flame journey. But you also are going to want to take note of the link that I have below in the verbiage, because that link will take you straight to scheduling a clarity call with one of our clarity coaches who is going to be able to talk to you and help you see where you're at on this journey, if you're on this journey at all, and to kind of help you answer a few questions for yourself as well. Because if you are finding yourself on this journey, I'm gonna tell you straight up, folks, you're gonna need help. You are definitely gonna need help if you wanna learn how to maneuver and manage your fear-based energy, which is what's causing a lot of this ruckus, if not all of the ruckus that you're finding you're in when you went from being in this, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful state. Oh my gosh, I met my soulmate. Oh my gosh, I met the love of my life. That kind of thing, to absolutely crashing down to the floor in sometimes a very quick and concise manner. You're gonna need help. Every person I have ever come across on this journey needed the help. So that's what you're going to want to pay attention to, is the link below in the verbiage. But again, we're getting back, folks, to this question that I have posed to me so nicely from one of my students, and very honest, very innocent, and very sincere. Why do I have a hard time being fully honest with my coach? So when you find yourself on this journey, folks, you have had soul recognition with the physical form of your twin flame. Your soul recognized itself in the physical form of another person walking around on this planet. That's what happens. And when that happens, as you've heard us say how many times here, your fear-based energy gets totally activated and goes totally berserk. That's what happens. There is so much going on in your mind, 200 miles a second, it seems like. All these thoughts going through your mind, obsessive thoughts, just fear, just total fear. You know, we talk about the fear-based energy all the time, but fear most of the time is what's going on with the TF. Is this person gonna come back? What's this person thinking? Did this person even really love me? All of those things, they are just going into hyperbolic mode. 200 miles an hour seems like 200 miles a second, it seems like, in your mind. So that's what happens when you have soul recognition. Your fear-based energy gets totally activated and goes absolutely berserk. You can feel like you're going crazy. You can feel like there's no way up, there's no way out. All of the above, everything. So what happens is when that is taking place, you are totally consumed in your fear-based energy. So there is fear-based energy 24/7, 365 everywhere. If you're living here meaning on this earth, and you are on this plane, and you are a physical person walking, every single moment, sitting, eating, going to work, coming home, you are in fear-based energy. That's just the way it is here in the physical plane. And when it gets activated on the twin flame journey, good night, it can feel like all of those things that I described. But what ends up happening, folks, is the fear-based energy has you focus entirely on the twin flame. And that, if in a nutshell I can explain it really quick, that is really what's causing all this ruckus within you, all this unrest within you, because your focus is out on the twin flame and just feeding up your fear-based energy more and more. So my student asked me, why is it so hard to be honest? And the reason for that is that once you get into a coaching program such as this, the Magnetize Your Twin Flame program, where you have a coach, and we have other programs as well, do-it-yourself programs that also have coaching, when you have someone to help you walk through this journey and teach you how to recognize your fear-based energy, it becomes difficult to be completely honest with this person. Why? Because your fear-based energy doesn't want you to. All it wants is for you to keep that person, that teaching, that program on the side, not pay attention, not do anything with it, so that you'll remain in your fear-based energy and it can feed. That's all the fear-based energy wants to do, folks. It doesn't care about your TF. It will have you focus on your TF because that's the biggest, fastest, and easiest way for it to feed. So it does become difficult being fully honest with your coach because your coach is able to pinpoint, oh my gosh, my students go crazy sometimes. They go absolutely crazy because it is my job to pinpoint the fear-based energy so that you can recognize it, so that you can put a stop to it, so you can balance it, so you can get that fear-based energy out of these thoughts and out of your focus so that you can get to a place of balancing and feeling better. And remember this, folks, remember this. This is very, very important. The level of success in balancing your fear-based energy and for you to feel better is directly related to the level of accountability you apply upon yourself. So that's kind of a long phrase. What does that mean? Your balancing and your level of balancing, which is your level of feeling better, is directly related to your own self-accountability. A lot of people don't want to hear that. A lot of people do not want to hear that because they want to stay in the fear-based energy and continue to believe that someone is doing something to them, in this case, the twin flame, did, and will continue to do to them, because that fear-based energy loves nothing more than to focus on the twin flame and make you feel like a victim. Folks, no one they're not doing, and they won't be doing things to you. This is a journey you must own. This journey, as well as every other journey, actually, in life. You know, I always say how you do one thing is how you do everything. So these things come about, especially in hyper mode when you're on the twin flame journey. Keep in mind, you cannot shift, you cannot balance, and you cannot change anything that you don't own. You know, in 3D, we talk, especially when we're talking about our students and we're talking about just education in general, you know, the word cheat comes up. You know, I don't like to use that word. Elle doesn't like to use that word because really, folks, when you're on this journey and you start learning how to balance your energy, you do understand and you do resonate that everything is perfect and everything happens for a reason. However, in using that word, because that's a word that everybody understands, everybody knows, and everybody can relate to what it means. If you cheat or make alleviations for yourself, really, You're only doing that to yourself. You're only cheating yourself, and you're only prolonging the difficult space that you're in right now, because you cannot shift, balance, or change anything you don't own. So when I talk about cheating, we teach you how to start learning how to balance this fear-based energy. And there are a few guidelines and things like that. We don't like to call them rules, because basically, rules is just telling you it's this way or that way. There is no right, there is no wrong on this journey. However, folks, there is a way you feed your fear-based energy, and there's a way you learn how to balance and starve it out. You feed your fear-based energy and you feel really like crap. When you start balancing it out, that's where you start feeling better. So there is no right or wrong way, and that's why I use that word cheat loosely, because there is a connotation to that about being good, bad. No, there is no bad, there's no good, there's no right or wrong. But are you feeding your fear-based energy, or are you not? When you do those things and you're not accountable to yourself and you're not honest with yourself, then you're really just doing that and prolonging that space you're in, where you're gonna feel really bad about things, Again, no good or bad, but as you learn how to balance your fear-based energy, you really learn how to resonate with that, and how that judgment of things is really what's keeping you where you're at. So that's why, excuse me, I'm choking up here. That's why it's very difficult to be honest sometimes. That there's people that they are at places in their life that they have self-accountability. They know, they are honest with themselves. They fully know that in order to get to a better place, even on this journey, on the twin flame journey where they find themselves in, you have to be accountable for yourself. Now, does that mean if you're not, like I said, how you do one thing is how you do everything? Does that mean that you're doomed, that you're, no, folks. A lot of times, many people come from that space because they never really had to be fully accountable for themselves. And that's where you learn that here. There is no other way, and there is no other knowing that your level of balancing and feeling better really has everything to do with how accountable you are to yourself. That's the difficulty in being honest. That's why, because your fear-based energy doesn't want you to, you'll end up lifting the veil, seeing the truth on it, and learning how to starve it out, and learning that you don't have to live in that fear-based energy anymore. It's gonna be able to get you to a place where you fully take accountability for this journey. It's yours, folks. It can go anywhere, any place, to an infinite level of balancing when you take accountability and responsibility for this journey. Okay? Own it. It is a beautiful journey. None of the coaches here are ever here to judge. All we do is point it out, because when we can point it out, you can learn to recognize it. And when you can learn to recognize it, you will start to balance, and you will start to feel better. And there isn't any more, oh my gosh, there isn't any better a place as a coach in this program that I can be when I start seeing my students learning how to do this. All right, folks, we're gonna send you off on this Sunday. I hope you have a wonderful week. God bless, and we'll talk to you all again later. Bye.